Cappers. All right. Hold on. Let's do some live leaks. Oh wait. TSM guys, where else not screaming with TSM, boys? It's a big leak right there. Oh. 3-3 EG 100 Thieves. That's Scrimbucks right there. Hold on. A crew Guck not scrimming. Yeah, that's a big leak right there. COL losing their scrim. That Mimic person has a COL banner. I'm sorry. That's an upset right there. And a half. FaZe scrimming with Flya, yeah. I mean, I'm just giving you guys some insights here, you know? Knights destroying the scrims. Classic. There we go. Any Scrimbucks? Nothing today, boys. Nothing today. No Scrimbucks today. Alright.
Yo, Shanks was screaming with someone.
That's all good.
That's a leak.
Alright. Guys, Trick not scrimming leak, guys. There's no Trick scrimming leak. I'm not scrimming right now. Our team, listen, these guys, there's some vacations going on and stuff. We'll be back, okay? We'll be back. We're not scrimming right now, but we will be back. There's no reason to scrim right now, okay? Listen, I'll tell you guys something. There's some big stuff going on behind the scenes. So like we're waiting on that announcement. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will see in the future. But there's some big stuff going on behind the scenes. You know about, don't talk about it if you know it, but there's some big stuff going on. It's not about players or anything like that. It's about VCTs and stuff, tournaments. So like we'll see. I can't leak it though. All right. The thing with you who are Immortal right now or Radiant, you need to understand what I said earlier about when you're on a team. You really need to get, or let's pick Haven, by the way, to like they have the ASMR on. When you pick an agent, you need to be an asset. Like I said, you want to be an asset on that agent. So pick agents that make sense to get on teams if you're looking to get on a team. You're already Immortal Radiant, right? So pick that agent, become good at it. I told Rack in here, I told him to play Fade. Maybe one of you play Cypher in ranked or something that adds value to you as a player. Probably not Cypher, that's bad advice. Don't do that. But maybe you become super good at Fade. Maybe you become really good at like Breach on Haven. Breach is a really valuable one. If y'all can play Breach, play it. Neon, etc. Become good at these agents and you'll gain value, okay? I'm going to pick Raze because it's the most fun agent to fly around on, but that's what you need to do if you want to get in that sense. The next is you need to focus on getting Radiant. Like I said, you might need the IGL in ranked. You might need to make some calls. You might say like, yo, let's go back B. Don't let your team autopilot into a 4-man site. Just having like general awareness, like, yo, guys, let's not, like, let's go back C. Let's go back C. Let's say you're stuck A short A long. You know there's like 4 there. You don't have a good XX set. Right? Like, yo, let's just go back C or something. Just having that much effort, just putting that little bit of effort in can really get you out of Immortal and get you to that Radiant level if you're stuck at that level. Again, this is for the above Immortal players here. So that's what you need to do to focus on getting Radiant. And I know that's really general advice. And I'll get into how to improve your actual gameplay later in this stream. But for right now, I'm telling you what your game plan should be. So when you get better at the game, that's when you're going to need to be that asset. But what you also need to be doing, like I said, is a lot of times you're not going to get the trial just because you're an asset to teams, okay? You're going to get the trial because you're friends with them. You need to make friends with these people. Like, let's say it's Radiant players. Let's say it's me. Let's say it's whoever it is. Maybe it's Killer Miller. He's making tier 2 rosters, right? Maybe you want to make friends with him. Make friends with these people who are established in the tier 2 or tier 3 scene so that you can become connected with them. And if they ever run trials or something, you can get in those. Just find a way into the scene. Make those connections and stay connected on social medias as well. You guys need to be getting on Twitter. All of you. You need to have clean Twitters. I go on your Twitters and they look like fucking shit, dude. You have some random fucking memes of your grandma or something, man. Now, no one wants to see those. I want to see your fucking Deagle clips. I want to see an anime Avi, because that means you're a demon. You want to put your age in your bio, your RR, your peak, whatever it is. Your Valorant clips, that's what you need, okay? Your Twitter needs to look good. When people look at your Twitter, they want to be like, yo, this person looks fucking cracked. Not, this person looks like a fucking grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person's retweeting Joe Biden. Like, why would I want to trial him on my team? This guy's talking about politics. I'm serious. It shouldn't be your IRL Twitter account. Make it your gaming Twitter account. It needs to be for that. Oh, you don't want... Okay, Jim Wagner is an exception. But, listen. It really is good advice. You need to make sure that your Twitter looks good. Looks really clean. Everyone go take a look at my Twitter. I have some spam tweets usually. Go deeper in. You'll see how many clean tweets are. High likes. They look all clean. About Valorant. Funny tweets, etc. Okay? Do you recommend making a Twitter account for gaming? 100%. Thoughts on impression farms are totally fine. They make sense. As long as they're not super cringe, it's fine. Like I said, you want to have when you're establishing that goal to become on a team, you really need to have the best comms in the server. All right, you want to make sure that you're calling agents, the damage, where they were at, accurate information, relay information to your IGL. Be like, yo, team, they were doing this last round. Okay, get in the habit of that. I know it's fucking ranked and it's cringe, but when you go into a trial, if you have bad comms, you're gonna look like a fucking bot. What you need to do is make sure that you're having good comms all the time. You want to say, oh, this person was here. Oh yeah, they did this, right? You don't want to say it in a way where you're guiding the IGL saying that he made a wrong call. That's a really bad way to talk about it. You want to say like, yeah, like I default to CNI, it was Cypher playing Garage or something, right? But just giving them that info is really important to the IGL. Build them a picture in their head to make better calls. Okay? You want to give them that information properly. You want to give information in the round. You want to say, yo, I heard Cypher C. If you hear two people halls, who is it? If you know who it is, say it. KO knifed here. Call when KO knifed. Be familiarized with the timing of the KO knife. Oh, KO knife's coming back up. Right? You saw the KO knife 30 seconds ago. Be like, yo, KO knife's coming back up. You hit somebody for 80. Okay? Let's say you hit someone for 80 30 seconds ago. Your teammate's in a 1v1. He's hit for 80. You reiterate that information. You should never say, yo, I called that, right? Like, I called his damage. Like, that should never be the argument. Like, one person saying, oh, I said he was hit 80, and the other person's like, I didn't know. It's your job to make people aware. If there's someone flanking your team, about to kill them in the back, it's your job to make them aware. It's not their job to hear it. Yes, some people have hearing issues, but I'm telling you, keep my mindset. It is your job to make them aware. If someone's 1 HP, if someone's, like, about to kill your teammates, make them aware. Make sure they understand what you said. It is not about, oh, you said it, therefore it's like a bailout, or like, oh, I said it, it's your fault. No, it's still your fault. You said it, say it again. Make them aware. Okay? That's what you need to say. Chick, what is your IRL name? What the fuck was that? What is that message? Alright. Now, we're gonna get into team players. Who all is a team player here? Seriously. Who all is a team player? You guys are on teams, you're trying to be on teams, etc. You're past where you're playing ranked. Okay, this is for you. This is serious. We're going to talk about server work and VOD review, okay? 2 things you need to do. Server work is very important on a team. If you don't know what it is, I'll explain it more. And you also need to VOD review your own gameplay and your team's gameplay. That's just a general note for you. Keep that in mind. I'll get more into it. Now, you need to, when you're making a team and you're building strategies, you need to create set defaults, set execs, general preferred positions on post plants, retakes, etc. You need to build that as a game plan when you get on a team. This is all really important information. It's going to fly by really fast, and you need to understand it all. When I fly past something saying like, oh, you need to have retakes, and I talk 45 seconds about someone's grandma, it might sound like retakes aren't important, okay? But I'm flying past the information. It's still very important. You still need to know this stuff. I don't want you to understand just because I'm saying things fast and moving fast does not mean that it's not important. Keep it in mind, everything that I say. When you play scrims, you need to play to improve. You need to practice your strats. You need to not take 50-50 fights. It'll make your scrims inconsistent. It won't actually test your strats. The volatility of your gameplay will be way too much. It's like old FaZe. If you guys remember them, they just took fights. They still do, right? FaZe right now, they could win a world championship on the right day. They could lose in VCS and X. It doesn't matter if you play the game that way. Maybe not FaZe right now, but back then, it was like that. They took that many fights. You don't want to play like that. You want to play more consistent. All right? When taking fights, there needs to be a general risk assessment, right? If it's part of your strat where you have your jet holding something with an up, yeah, sure, you can take the fight, okay? That's part of the strategy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying everyone needs to hide to test your strats. I'm saying that it needs to make sense for the round, all right? Not some brain-dead fight. Right? When you're creating a default for your team, you need to establish goals, possible goals, reactions to enemy pressure, and protocols for disruptive enemy utility like breach, stun, KO knife, and you always need to prepare for ops, right? So, for example, if on Haven, like right here, you guys have an A lobby control that you do. Maybe Rimba short, maybe you have a Razor, Rimba short, dart long, breach stun long. Maybe this is your A lobby control, right? But they have a breach stun. You come in here just to get breach stun, this dart goes off, right? And it gets broken and your breach stun's already used, right? You've burned your utility when breach stun stopped your whole long take. So now they win the util fight. Okay, it's the same thing. Let's say 2 Razors are fighting showers on bind. The first one throws his nade first. The second one throws his nade second. The person who uses their nade second is going to win the area. You know why? Because they're the ones who are going to... Like, if this person nades me right here, right now, and I get moved back, like boom, 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 right? Then I nade like this, right? I gain this angle back. You get what I'm saying? Now, this angle's a shit angle, and you should never do it in this angle. I'm talking about if this was theoretically showers, right? That is how you gain control of the map in every single way. So it's the same thing. If like they're just gonna breach in lobby, you're gonna have to have a completely different default. You're gonna have defaults, but they're gonna be affected by the enemy team's util. So if the enemy team has a breach, you need to prepare for that. You say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for the stun. If it comes, then cool, we'll do this. 5 seconds in, you'll just hold short with the op. We'll walk up. Then we get into lobby. Then once I Roomba, you stun long, dart long. Now you swing. Okay. But let's say they don't breach stun, but they have a breach, and it's like, huh, that's weird. Maybe you should be expecting a trap now. Maybe they're planning on trapping your default.